So much can happen in 125 seconds.
McGrath goes out. That's a shocker right there.
History can be repeated.
I have to respect every obstacle out there.
No! Not again! Sand, out!
Hearts can be broken.
I definitely never want to let my son down.
I know your son has been the motivating factor for you.
Oh my God.
Walls can come tumbling down.
Can she be the first? Come on, Megan. That's what I'm talking about! Megan Martin, the first woman ever to complete the jumping spider. What she did was phenomenal.
Tonight, the clock starts anew. Fresh faces.
All my life, I've been working to overcome obstacles. American Ninja Warrior here is no exception.
Inspirational heroes.
I want to show the world what I can do.
Jon Stewart, at 52 years old, he is going to Las Vegas.
And unexpected stars.
The first American Ninja Warrior can absolutely be a woman, and it can be me.
Chase their place in history. Time is short, but legends last forever.
We're coming for the mountain! Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada, where we're continuing the national finals of American Ninja Warrior here at Stage 1 of Mount Midoriyama. I'm Matt Iseman alongside former NFL defensive end Akbar Gbaja-Biamila. Half of our national finalists have taken on Stage 1 of the ruthless gauntlet that is Mount Midoriyama. With $500,000 in sight, the pressure is mounting and some are wilting. Akbar, who do you think we'll see tonight that can handle the pressure?
Last time, the first half of the field attempted Stage 1, and even though these are the very best ninja athletes, only 9 were able to finish, and that's how tough Stage 1 is.
Those who did finish include breakdancer Lauren Ball, the weatherman Joe Moravsky, and the Tennessee trader Travis Rosen. Plus 2 of our top rock climbers, Isaac Caldiero and Dr. Noah Kaufman.
Tonight, we'll see the rest of our Vegas finalists, including Brian Arnold, who's gone further in this competition than anyone in history.
What a fantastic effort by Brian Arnold. One for the history books.
We'll also see the amazing rookie, Kevin Bull, who pulled off maybe the move of the year.
Wow!
And everyone wants to see Casey Catanzaro, the first woman to finish the finals course.
There is no limit to what this woman can do.
Is it possible she could amaze us again tonight?
Well, the courses from the city competitions pale in comparison to the monster right behind us known as Mount Midoriyama. It's 4 grueling stages made up of 22 obstacles, starting with the pressure cooker known as Stage 1. And for a look at the 8 obstacles designed to challenge and confound our athletes on that stage, let's join the 3rd member of our team, Jenn Brown.
Thanks, guys. Well, Stage 1 remains unchanged as the second half of our competitors face it tonight. They have 2 minutes and 5 seconds to complete 8 obstacles, starting with Piston Road. Up next is the Giant Ring, which has already taken out veteran Sam Sand.
Oh!
Next up is the Silk Slider, a new obstacle that has knocked out 30% of the competitors who have attempted it.
Oh! And look at that!
Including Michelle Warnke.
Oh!
The 4th obstacle, the Jumping Spider, has been even more deadly, taking out 46% of the athletes who have reached it.
Just couldn't stick the dismount.
Including Tremaine Dortch.
Oh, you can see it! It looked like he didn't jump straight off.
From there, it's on to the half-pipe attack, which slowed down veterans like Ryan Stratus, who took not 1,
Couldn't stick the landing on the platform.
not 2,
Stratus is in a lot of trouble.
but 3 attempts to get through it. Next is the Warped Wall, where Megan Martin's miracle run came to an end.
Oh! And it times out.
Then it's on to the Spinning Bridge, where Travis Rosen had to make a diving save to get across.
He stumbles but lands on the platform.
And finally, they'll have to swing 30 feet to the final climb.
And right up high, and look at that, he's celebrating.
And if they can make it to the top and hit the buzzer in under 2 minutes and 5 seconds, well, they are moving on to Stage 2. Guys?
Thanks, Jen. Well, this has certainly been the year of the woman, so it seems appropriate that the first run tonight is 30-year-old Courtney Venuti, a parkour instructor from Clementon, New Jersey. She may not have matched Casey Catanzaro, Megan Martin, and Michelle Warnke in making it up the warped wall, but to even her own surprise, she was oh so close. Look at the smile on her face.
In Miami, every time I made it past another obstacle, I was shocked and then excited.
Wow! That's what I'm talking about!
Taking on the warped wall was intimidating because I've been working plenty of warped walls, but not that warped wall.
Final attempt!
Even though I wasn't a part of the 3 women that did make it up the warped wall, I'm still a part of the women that are competing at Mount Midoriyama. And that is just the best feeling in the world.
Courtney's boyfriend, Corey, here to cheer her on. Well, Courtney's impressive run in Miami earned her one of the 15 wildcard spots. This is her first time competing at Mount Midoriyama. Courtney taking a slow and steady approach here on Piston Road.
Yeah, these are really similar in concept to the quintuple steps, but they are much smaller target area to land on.
But she's through. Courtney now taking on the giant ring.
Come on, Court.
This obstacle is deceivingly hard.
Oh! Courtney unable to even touch the ring, flies right into the water.
Well, it's an 11-foot jump to the ring, and it looks like she was too far forward on the mini tramp, didn't hit dead center, and didn't get a great bounce. Female competitors often struggle with the mini tramp.
That was a big shock.
Next up, he's a 29-year-old gym owner from Flemington, New Jersey. It's Michael Needham, one of our shorter competitors at only 5'4", so he's gonna need to get creative on the course.
I definitely like to think outside the box when it comes to obstacles. Back in the St. Louis qualifiers, I was actually the only one to skip through on the Bridge of Blades.
Light and nimble, a good move there.
Here in Vegas, I'm a little concerned about the jumping spider because of my height, but the entrance to the jumping spider actually gets smaller the farther in you go. So I set it up at the gym. I figured if I go off the trampoline a little to the side, kick off the first wall to get farther in, then maybe I could have a better chance of sticking it. I am so looking forward to try out this new technique, hopefully stick it, and move on to hitting that buzzer.
Matt, that's some Jackie Chan type stuff right there.
Hopefully he'll get far enough for us to see him attempt it tonight. You can see Needham's mother, Colleen, and father, Michael, looking a little nervous for their son. You can see over his chest, that's a finisher's badge. Anyone wearing one finished the city finals. Of course, only a handful of competitors in each city earn them, so it's a real badge of honor. Last year, went out on this obstacle, the giant ring. But not tonight. And looks back and says, not this time.
Well, Matt, for Needham, his brother's getting ready to be deployed to Afghanistan, so he's running with a different intensity now because he wants to show his brother before he takes off that, look, Big Bro is going to be an American Ninja Warrior.
And he sticks the landing on the silk slider. Off to a great start so far, but now it's the moment of truth. Gets to try his new technique here on the jumping spider. Doesn't get it done.
Yeah, Matt, you can see here, Needham got a good jump off the trampoline and started off strong, but when he went to his left foot, it just slipped, sending him into the water below.
Oh, I didn't think I had the splits for it. I wanted to kind of quad step tack off it and then come back and lay on the other side. I practiced in the gym, just didn't work this time.
On the course right now, a computer programmer out of San Francisco, California, 28-year-old Robert Ng. And he had one of the more memorable runs back in qualifying.
Woo! Since Venice, I've been getting recognized on the street every now and then. They've just been coming up to me asking me if I was the guy with the shaky legs and the slack ladder.
He looks hung up, the legs shaking.
I was like, yep, that's me, you know?
A great save by Ng. Unbelievable!
I started the season as a walk-on in Venice, so it means so much more for me to be here in Mount Midoriyama. I feel like it's started to inspire other people who have seen me really train for Ninja Warrior and seeing the results manifest from that.
Robert's parents here in support. Ng's legs looking nice and steady on Piston Road. And Ng wasting no time on the giant ring.
Look at Ng on that ring.
Robert now at the dreaded silk slider, and clearly being more methodical with his approach here.
Yeah, be very careful. The silk slider has taken out 11 people so far. Almost 1 out of every 3 people that have tried this obstacle has failed.
Nice dismount there. Ing's friends and family just as excited as he is moving on to the jumping spider.
This year was a walk-on, slept outside in Venice for 4 days. One of 4 walk-ons to make it to the Venice finals, and one of 3 to make it to Vegas, along with Kevin Bull and Brian Crouch.
Oh! And he just did a split kick to keep him from falling there.
Strong lower body to lock that in.
How about the Ing man? I see you, Robert Ing.
Well, sometimes great physical skill can compensate for some poor technique. Didn't look great on the jumping spider, but manages to save it. And here he is now, making the half-pipe attack look easy.
You know, in talking to Robert Ing, talking about how nervous he was just coming up onto the big stage, you can't tell that he's very nervous.
Right up the warped wall.
And he's got some time here, too.
Just 2 obstacles away from becoming our first finisher of the night.
A stumble! No! And down he goes on the spinning bridge. Just a tough break.
When he tries to push off with his left foot, he gets that second ball spinning. Once that happens, he gets shot forward and has no chance of recovering.
So far, no competitor who came out of the Venice Regional has been able to finish stage 1.
I was probably the most nervous about this obstacle. And something you can't really train on. So I'm really disappointed right now.
Coming up.
Wow! Man, this girl is not human.
Her last run became a national sensation. Oh my goodness! And look at the leap! What will Casey Catanzaro do for an encore tonight?
I really believe that I can be the first American Ninja Warrior.
Plus, his inspiring story has made him a fan favorite. But Kyle Cochran's made a big change since Venice.
She just kind of smiled and just pretty shocked.
And the Adonis, Rob Moravsky, is ready for Vegas. Yeah, baby! But is Vegas ready for him?
How you doing?
When American Ninja Warrior returns! Welcome back to the American Ninja Warrior National Finals here in Las Vegas, Nevada. While we were away, 24-year-old Aaron Himmelwright ran the course sporting a red mohawk. Wow, looking very strong. But he couldn't stick the landing on the silk slider and ended up headbanging his way into the water.
Bad luck.
And 23-year-old bluegrass musician Matt Schumann picked his way through the silk slider, only to miss a beat on the jumping spider. But we gave him extra credit for the 360 dismount. Well, next up is a 26-year-old gym owner out of Barrington, New Jersey. It's Jamie Ron. Of course, he's better known as superhero Captain NBC. And tonight he's got both his mom and his girlfriend wearing his signature green hair. Well, Jamie's had that look for a few seasons, but considered making some changes for Vegas.
I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my hair this year. Yeah, I like this one.
Was one of those Don King?
Yeah, I think so, but clearly Jamie and his family partial to looking like electrocuted highlighters.
The look he's got going for this season is working because he finished both courses in St. Louis. Only 9 athletes were able to do that.
You got it, James.
Well, so often the costume competitors aren't taken as seriously, but Jamie Ron has proven he is a force to be reckoned with. Last year made it all the way to stage 2. Every year in American Ninja Warrior he's improved upon.
Oh! A foot almost touched the water, but he's okay. Now onto the jumping spider.
I can tell you, Jamie Ron kind of reminds me of Dennis Rodman. Kind of has all the antics, all the dress. Oh!
Captain NBC unable to stick that landing on the jumping spider. Right now it looks more like a wet Simpsons character than a superhero. Akbar, what went wrong?
On the jumping spider, both legs need to hit at the exact same time. He doesn't get a great jump, and you could see when his right leg touches, his left is still in the air, and he never recovers.
Well, let's check in with Jenn Brown, who's with Jamie now.
I'm surprised, and I'm sure you are. The jumping spider, you've made it through that before. So what went wrong tonight?
I just got a bad jump off the trampoline. I was too far forward. You know, it was a good gap, and I just, every little bit counts. I didn't get that one trampoline the right way, and I just couldn't hold it. I fought, but I knew once I was in the air, it was not going well.
We look forward to seeing you back next year.
Absolutely.
All right, Matt, back up to you.
Up next, he's a huge crowd favorite from San Diego, California. This is Kyle Cochran. But some bad news for his female fans. Kyle is off the market.
The biggest thing that's happened to me since Venice is I got engaged to an amazing woman named Jess. I told her that we'd be going on a hike. I had gotten there early and set up a series of pictures of us throughout our relationship. Up at the top is this huge white lit up cross, and I'd made dinner and stuff and then proposed up there. Jess was pretty shocked. Yeah, she couldn't really say anything for probably 5 minutes. I was pretty caught up in the moment too. I think that the idea of being able to have that big wedding, if I win the $500,000, is a little bit of a push towards maybe trying a little harder, getting a little closer to that buzzer at the top. We'll see.
There's Jessica with that ring on her finger. And if you're wondering, yes, his diabetic service dog, Lilu, is also here. Of course, you can see that port on his right lower abdomen. That's where his insulin pump goes. Man who has type 1 diabetes but doesn't let it slow him down. In fact, it's been amazing watching his interactions with Lilu, his service dog, who's actually allowed him to better manage his diabetes and perform at a higher level. Kyle Cochran, truly an inspiration.
Well, yeah, he performs at a high level because he went to where? San Diego State University, huh?
No bias here, huh?
Yes, that's where I went to school. I got to give him some love. Go Aztecs.
Nice little dismount there.
You know, Kyle says he hasn't been able to train as much as he wanted to since Venice, but at 5'8" and 145 pounds, he looks good so far on stage one.
Many of our female fans tend to agree with you, Akbar.
Kyle Cochran has the athleticism. Now he has to have that mental focus. Oh, there it is.
Oh, and that left foot was given out, but manages to save it.
He had it, and he felt it. It's all about touch and rhythm.
Good effort by Kyle Cochran. He's putting together a strong run, his strongest run ever here at Mount Midoriyama. It's his second time competing here. Oh. And just like that, touches the water, and Kyle Cochran is done. And Akbar, that's got to be a mental mistake right there.
You want to reach up and grab the rope as high as you can. Kyle grabbed it right at his chest, so when his hands start to slide down the rope, he's got nowhere to go.
So disappointing, a man who gets through the jumping spider only to touch the water and go out in the half-pipe attack. Let's go down to Jenn Brown.
Thanks, guys, down here with Kyle. Kyle, most of the people I talk to are holding their child at the end of a run. You got Lilu here, kind of like a baby, though.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so let's talk about the half-pipe attack. Your foot just drags the water.
Yeah, feeling strong through the course, and then I just wasn't expecting the rope to drop that much, but it's just the nature of A&W, I guess.
We love watching you run, and we hope to see you back again next year.
Definitely will.
Guys, back up to you.
Coming up, his miracle run in Denver inspired millions. Yes, he's done it! 52 years old.
It was a dream come true.
Can Jon Stewart amaze us again here in Vegas? Plus, who's got the best shot to conquer this course?
Be Brian Arnold.
Brian Arnold. Brian Arnold.
Brian Arnold, the man who's gone farther than anyone else, starts a new run at Mount Midoriyama when American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior. While we were away, six-time competitor and realtor Dorian Cedars managed to make a splash with his short shorts.
Oh, and that's shocking.
But they paled in comparison to his splash landing on the silk slider. And then 34-year-old gym owner Alan Keneally started strong, but then just slid off the silk slider's landing platform. Unfortunately, all the Venice competitors to take the course so far have failed. But another Venice competitor hoping to reverse that trend is at the starting line right now. He's a stunt performer and acrobat who runs wearing nothing but a loincloth. It's 31-year-old Ben Mielek. He played Tarzan in a stage show in Hong Kong and decided to just stay in character while he competes on American Ninja Warrior. And it's worked so far. His girlfriend Sarah has been with him for all of his runs this season.
Milik narrowly made it in the Venice finals, actually the last person to qualify. It showed flashes of unbelievable athleticism. This is a guy, he puts a great run together. He's capable of going far in this competition.
Very far. And you know he'd love to make it to the final climb at the end to do that Tarzan yell, but he's got to get there first.
Milik was a high school wrestler, also does a lot of rock climbing and acrobatics. Very well-rounded athlete. None of the competitors that came out of the Venice Regional have been able to finish this course so far.
Oh, and Milik can't stick the jumping spider. Another Venice competitor up, another Venice competitor out.
This is looking a lot like the Venice finals when no one could get past Cannonball Ellie until that guy, Kevin Bull, did. He'll run later. Maybe he can break through once again. On the course right now, out of New Orleans, Louisiana, he's a 22-year-old NBA entertainer for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's Cass Clausen.
My job as a professional acrobatic dunker gives me an edge on this course because I really feed from the crowd. I put them on my side. They want to see me do good and they want to see me succeed. And when there's people involved and they're watching, that is where I have an opportunity to really put my faith to the test in my abilities and that I know I can already do it. I am the first American Ninja Warrior. I've already won it in my head, and that's all that matters.
There's his girlfriend, Cassidy, who came out from Louisiana to watch. And the rest of Cassie's friends are rocking the tutu because, why not? Well, Cass, one of the few athletes who's done virtually no obstacle training, got him through Dallas, and since then, he's still done no obstacle training, stuck to his regimen of lifting and cardio, saying no one's finished the course using obstacles, so why not try something different?
Well, he's a rookie, and he's certainly never seen the silk slider. The key here is to stay low, buddy.
Oh, a little awkward on the dismount, but stays on the landing platform.
Well, this is where it counts right here, Matt, the jumping spider.
Now, he is an acro dunker, so he's intimately familiar with trampolines, but it's a little different than dunking. You're not going for height, you're actually going for the horizontal reach. Spending a lot of time here on the trampoline, needs to remember this stage is time.
He's sliding down! Hold on for your dear life! A great save by Cass Clausen.
Wow, that was the save of the night.
I gotta say, he really locked in, but he expended a lot of energy.
But it's gotta be a confidence boost to get past those last two obstacles. Those have been the hard ones.
His heartbeat has to be racing as he stares down the half-pipe attack.
Well, there's a time element to this, 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Cass has gotta get going.
High up on that wall, gives him good momentum on the rope and an easy dismount, now the warped wall.
Cass Clausen needs to start thinking about the time here. This isn't a halftime show. The clock is ticking.
And right up, and I gotta say, a lot of these athletes intimidated by the scope, the bright lights, but Cass says he loves it. When the NBA season ends and he doesn't have the crowds, it's much harder for him to train. But the clock is ticking down, Akbar, and he's taking his time.
The time is against him. He's gotta get going right now.
He underestimates the final climb. He's gonna need to get real high on that cargo net.
No, he started off low. Oh man, that neck.
It's gonna be close.
He's gotta leap. He's gotta leap.
And just seconds away, Cass
Clausen does not complete stage one, and Akbar, he's gonna look back at that run and he's gonna see where he wasted precious seconds.
Yeah, you know, it comes down to having a mental clock in your head. If you don't have a mental clock in your head, it's very difficult to run this course.
You could see the look of devastation on his face, Akbar. He knows he had the ability, he just didn't have the urgency.
Cass lost a lot of time testing the trampoline on the jumping spider, took his time sizing up the warped wall, and then stopped to catch his breath on the spinning bridge, leaving no time to climb the cargo net.
Let's go down to Jenn Brown, who's standing by with Cass.
All right, Cass, I know a lot of disappointment on your face, and up there you were just seconds short of making it through stage one. What was going through your mind during the run?
I was just thinking, you know, take it obstacle by obstacle so that I can end up at that buzzer.
I know you're disappointed. You were just a couple seconds off. I know that's not the words you want to hear right now.
Well, you know, I wasn't here to be defeated, so I'm still going to hold my head up high. But this showed me that I can do it, and I'll be back next year.
Thank you.
You're awesome.
Thanks. Matt, back up to you.
Thanks, Jen. Well, heartbreaking run for Cass Clausen. Coming up, her amazing runs have made her a national sensation. Casey Catanzaro has done it! Now, mighty Casey goes for another milestone.
I definitely have a few more buzzers to hit before my season is over.
Plus, it's The Godfather Part 3. He crushed his 2 runs in Venice. Now David Campbell wants revenge in Vegas.
Whenever David Campbell steps up to the starting line, you know it's going to be pretty impressive.
When American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to Las Vegas and the American Ninja Warrior Finals. While we were away, Justin Kidd, the 33-year-old walk-on and Mount Midoriyama rookie, got his feet wet on the Vegas course this year, figuratively, and on the silk slider, literally. Adam Grossman, a naval engineer from McLean, Virginia, made it to the jumping spider, only to end up back in familiar waters. 35-year-old data scientist Matthew Wilder, better known as Dr. Climb,
And he sticks it. Climb
was staying true to his name until his legs let him down at the spinning bridge.
Almost, no!
The doctor is not well. On the course right now, it's Vadim Kuvakin. We're in his adopted hometown of Las Vegas, but he's originally from Ukraine. This guy is an incredible athlete. He's a former Olympian, and it's a miracle he's even competing here tonight.
Originally, I'm from Ukraine. I used to be a gymnast for 20 years. I did Olympic Games 2004 in Athens. After my career, I went to Las Vegas, to the Cirque du Soleil. I failed doing the show almost 2 years ago, and I broke my neck. It was pretty bad. I didn't work for almost 2 years. But finally, I'm feeling good, and I can start to practice and to perform. The skills I've got to be a gymnast and to be a circus performer definitely helped me to get so far. I'm doing American Ninja Warrior because it's the next step to coming back after my injury. I'm ready to go to Mount Midoriyama.
There's Vadim's pregnant wife, Natalia. They're expecting their first child any day now. Kuvakin made it to Cannonball Alley in the Venice finals. Oh, little stumble there, but he recovers.
Working for Cirque du Soleil, he knows how to perform on the big stage. He knows how to perform in front of a big crowd. You know, as a gymnast, that's all he ever wanted to do is compete. And now he has that opportunity. Of his opportunity.
Vadim sliding down to get lower for the landing, and it pays off. Well, it's amazing he's performing it all, and here he is on stage 1 of Mount Midoriyama as a rookie. And he nails it. Picture-perfect technique by the gymnast to stick that landing. Vadim looking surprisingly comfortable for someone trying these obstacles for the very first time.
I mean, he is freakishly athletic.
He decided to quit gymnastics and move to the U.S. It was probably the hardest decision of his life, but because of the support of his wife, it's been the best decision he's ever made.
Keep your feet up. That's it.
It'd be a great decision if he could walk away with $500,000.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Watching what this guy can do on a trampoline, his body control, this guy is just a phenomenal athlete.
And he's over the warped wall. Well, this could be something. Kuvakin, a rookie who broke his neck just 2 years ago, only 2 obstacles away from finishing.
Come on, Vadim, the dream. There it is. Oh, no! Oh!
This guy is a world-class athlete with balance probably better than 99.99% of the people on the planet, and yet down on the spinning bridge.
It looks like his right foot came down on the front side of that third ball, started spinning backwards, and lost all of his momentum. When you get to the spinning bridge, you have to keep your feet high and keep moving forward.
And still no finisher so far tonight on stage 1. But up next, a 29-year-old online advertising exec out of Encino, California, Chen.
Being here in Vegas is the culmination of a decade-long personal journey.
After my mother died in 2004, I was in a really dark place, and I was very depressed for quite some time. I grew up in a very traditional and conservative Chinese household, where we didn't really express our feelings too much. It wasn't until I started to finally realize that there was something I could actually do with my life that I started to climb out of this deep hole that I dug myself into. I just started listing out all the things that I needed to work on to become a complete human being again. I had a debilitating fear of heights, so that's how I got into rock climbing. A perfect place to deal with my fear directly. Being a concert pianist really got me used to the limelight and helped me to perform under stressful situations. I've competed 3 times on American Ninja Warrior, but this is my first year competing in Vegas. The reason I'm here is because I want to prove to myself that I can actually do this.
Just a tremendous amount of support here for Jenn, including his girlfriend Jeannie and his twin brother Matt. Jenn, out of Encino, California, wanted to compete in Venice, but was injured. Actually nursing a separated shoulder, had to wait, come out to Denver and compete. This is a guy who was a piano prodigy, won multiple state competitions, actually led the Sacramento Philharmonic Orchestra as the pianist. And here he is doing something totally different, Akbar.
Everyone knows music is about rhythm and timing.
Jenn showing skills in both. Great control of his momentum there, not to slide off the back of the pad. 5'6", 125. This is his first time competing at Mount Midoriyama. See what he can do on the jumping spider.
I like the fact that Yen Chen just jogged his way right to the front of the jumping spider. Say hello to jumping spider. I'm Yen Chen, and I will get past the jumping spider. See that focus, that breath? He's centered. There it is.
Wow,
He's centered.
good job locking it in. And now Chen picking up the pace.
Great introduction to this jumping spider. That's the first time he's ever seen that.
And that's a good approach, I think. He knew he had to take his time. This was the obstacle that was tripping up so many. Get through it, now start picking up the pace.
Well, you know, one of the biggest advantage that he has is that he doesn't have some of the mental wear and the mental intimidation as some of the veteran guys. As a young guy for the first time being here at Mount Midoriyama, he's gonna be successful.
But the clock is ticking right now, Akbar. He's down to about 30 seconds with 2 obstacles to go. He better pick up the pace. He's on about the same pace as Cass Clausen. Could we see another rookie mistake?
He's got to keep his feet hot right now. Keep going. There you go.
He's going to need a high swing here, Akbar.
He's got to get a high swing and make it all the way to the top.
This is going to be close. And there it is, a good reach there. The clock ticking down. The horn sounding.
Feel the adrenaline, everybody.
Feel the adrenaline. He does it. Under 4 seconds. Yen Chen hits that buzzer. And he is our first finisher of the night.
So many have struggled on the jumping spider, but Yen Chen has great form. Both hands, both legs hitting in unison, and that was his very first time doing it.
Right now, let's go to Jenn Brown, who's standing by with Yen.
This might be the best celebration I think I've ever seen, and this is very impressive with the signs. Yen, unbelievable. Hey, you had me nervous there.
I thought I had plenty of time, but then as I was climbing, I was just, okay, I gotta put on overdrive mode and get to the top. I just rushed to that button and got it.
So what's the feeling as you stand up there and you know that you have made it to stage 2?
Pretty damn good.
Well said, well said. Well, we will see you at stage 2. Hey, great job tonight. That was awesome. Celebrate with your pictures, guys.
Coming up, he looks like a movie star.
I'd say almost every day I get the whole Matthew McConaughey thing.
But the Cajun cowboy Todd Bourgeois also wants to be a ninja star. Plus, his last run turned the ninja world upside down.
Wow! That's what I'm talking about!
Can Kevin Bull pull off another magic trick in Vegas when American Ninja Warrior returns? Here in Las Vegas, it's the national finals of American Ninja Warrior. And some of our top athletes are getting set to run, including that guy, 52-year-old father of 5, Jon Stewart. Jenn standing by with some of his biggest fans.
Thanks, guys. I am down here with Jon Stewart's family and friends. I've got his wife, Lisa, here. How many people came out to cheer him on tonight?
About 30 people.
30 people. Very impressive. All right. At 52 years old, he's our oldest competitor to successfully complete our finals course. How does that make you feel as his wife? How proud are you?
So proud of him.
How do you think he's going to do tonight?
I think he's going to do great.
All right. Well, we can't wait to see him run. You guys all excited? Yeah. They can't wait to see the Rock Man go. Matt, back up to you.
On the course right now, he's a 36-year-old out of Scotts Valley, California, a man who's competed in every season of American Ninja Warrior, one of the most accomplished and decorated ninjas out here. It's David Campbell, better known as the Godfather.
I don't know if there's necessarily a pressure to live up to my own reputation.
This is the guy, this is the Godfather.
Whenever David Campbell steps up to the starting line, you know it's going to be pretty impressive.
Oh!
It's more that I consider myself one of the best, and I want to do my best. But the last couple years in Vegas, I've just, had some bad luck.
A stumble, and the improbable has happened. David Campbell out on the spinning bridge.
Last year, I got passed over for being on Team USA. I never want that to happen again. So this year, my goal has been to get the fastest time in every round.
He's a human elevator.
I want to make a case for myself that I'm still on top and they shouldn't overlook me so quickly.
Let's go, David! This is the guy the other ninjas come to the rail to watch. He dominated in Venice, having the fastest time in both qualifying and the city finals.
Well, I gotta say, I barely recognize David Campbell. Usually competes in jeans, often with the 3/4 shirt on, and often glasses. This is a new David Campbell.
Matt, I tell you all the time, if you look good, you play good. And right now, I think David Campbell getting ready to play good.
You know, I talked to him, and Campbell, known as one of the most dedicated ninja warriors out there, he said, honestly, for the first time in his life, he wasn't focused on obstacle course training.
Unbelievable!
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
And the platform on the silk slider claims another, the legend.
David Campbell goes out. This obstacle is truly tripping up some of the greats.
Well, let's just watch David Campbell. He looks like he's sliding into second base, and he doesn't use his feet at all to slow himself down. Coming in that fast, there's no way he can stop.
He's one of the greats, but David Campbell's stage 1 woes continue. And Venice is now 0 for 14 in stage 1 with only 2 more left to run from that region. Thaddeus Roback and Kevin Bull. Up next is the first half of the Wilczewski brothers. It's 25-year-old Chris Wilczewski. Chris and Brian, the first brother team to make it to Las Vegas, and that is something Chris says has strengthened their relationship.
You can go first.
All right.
My brother is my best friend. Brian Wilczewski is the man. There you go. Nice. How do I get out of this? You have to, I should have taught you that too. All right, my bad. We've been growing up together, going at different obstacles for our entire lives. Good, okay.
Ninja Warrior has been an incredible bonding experience for Chris and I. It's always been something that we can really relate and strive for together.
The Wilczewski brothers have done it. Vegas, baby! Both of them moving on to Las Vegas.
To be here with Brian and competing with my brother at Mount Midoriyama is the greatest feeling in the world. We watched the show growing up as kids, and we always dreamt that we could do it. And now we're here together, and now we're tackling the monster together.
Here's Brian, who'll be running a bit later, and their proud dad, Rich Wilczewski, gets to watch 2 sons in the national finals.
We call Chris the older Wilczewski brother, but keep in mind, he's only 25 years old, and he's already been through so much in his life, so many struggles. Really credits American Ninja Warrior with turning his life around, and now, in fact, it's his full-time job with the Movement Lab as his gym.
Chris has gone out on grip-related obstacles in the past, and as a result, he's upped his training to make sure that won't happen this time. And the silk slider is his first test.
Makes it through the silk slider. Now on to the jumping spider.
Whoa! Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You don't think that knee twisted and said Mount Midoriyama to him?
You can see those feet giving out, Akbar.
Yeah, you got to keep moving. Move forward. Get yourself moving, Chris.
And he was relying on the upper body there.
Well, he's a ripped 175 pounds, and he needed every one of those muscles right there.
That jumping spider proving difficult even for the veterans. But Will Chesky gets through.
Take it hard, Chris!
Remember, there's only 8 feet of flat surface to run up this warped wall. It's a lot harder than the ones in qualifying.
2 years ago, he made it to stage 2 of Mount Midoriyama. Last year, though, went out in city qualifying. Was just a shocking disappointment.
But really prompted him to step up his training, and he's through the spinning bridge. Only one more obstacle to go, and Chris Wilczewski can say he's going back to stage 2. It'd be a great comeback story after the crushing defeat last season.
Plenty of time. Come on, Chris. Hit the button.
And Chris Wilczewski is our second finisher of the night and the 11th competitor to finish stage 1.
With plenty of time to spare, and that's got to feel great for a man who didn't even get out of city qualifying last year.
Look at his save on the jumping spider. His right leg buckled, and he was hanging on by sheer arm strength. He managed to recover and just gutted it out the rest of the way.
Let's go to Jenn Brown, who's standing by with Chris.
Thanks, guys. I'm down here with Chris. Chris, I know you said you wanted to get redemption, make it back here to stage 1. You blew through the course. How did it feel?
Oh, it was so great to have redemption. It was a fun run. It was a fast run. I loved it. It was just awesome.
Awesome it was. You had me nervous, though, on the warp wall. I don't think I've ever seen you fail a warp wall before. What happened on that first attempt?
I have no idea. I've never failed the warp wall in the history of the show. It must have been the Vegas lights or something, but it was just too much.
The lights are brighter here in Vegas. Hey, we can't wait to see you run stage 2. Great job.
Thank you. I look forward to it.
All right, Matt, back up to you.
Thanks, Jen. So Chris Wilczewski joins the leaderboard with the finishers from the first night on stage 1. Only 11 athletes have managed to complete the course so far. Yan Chen is the only other finisher from tonight. Coming up, he may finish. Rob Moravsky has done it. Or he may fall. But Rob Moravsky's gonna look good doing it.
I wear my heart on my sleeves, and I don't even have any sleeves.
Plus, at 5 feet tall, the odds are against her. Just don't tell Casey Catanzaro she can't do it.
I love proving them wrong and going out there and making it happen.
And later, Ellen Hall is most at home in the great outdoors.
When I'm in cities and stuff, it stresses me out.
Now the natural brings his unique skills to stage 1. He'll go for the fastest time of the night when American Ninja Warrior returns. Just off the Vegas Strip, that is Mount Midoriyama, the world's toughest obstacle course. Many dream of conquering all 4 stages of the course and becoming the first American Ninja Warrior. But first, they've got to get past stage 1 tonight. While we were away, Daniel Larson Fine, a 22-year-old parkour instructor from Bloomington, Minnesota, was on fire with his run until the spinning bridge cooled him off. But floor installer Josh Cook, who made it to stage 2 last year, had a near flawless run and became just the 3rd finisher of the night. Joshua Cook moving on to stage 2. Next up on the course, a man who's quickly established himself as the ultimate beefcake of American Ninja Warrior. From Bethel, Connecticut, it's Rob Moravsky.
That's it.
Right up it. I have a new favorite competitor, and his name is Rob Moravsky.
I love people coming up to me and saying, "You were on that show." I was like, "Yeah, I was on that show. How's it going? I'm Rob." The ladies are treating me very well. They treat me good. It's helped a lot. It's been working out nice. It's exciting that I get to be here for American Ninja Warrior. I got to be a good boy in Vegas. My first time here. I've been walking around the streets kind of like, no peripherals. I'm just like staying straight, all business right now. But maybe after the course, I'll have some fun. Do I have a message to the ladies of America? How you doing?
And how you doing, Rob? And the Adonis taking off the shirt. Rob's got his dad, Rob Sr., here, along with a dozen other members of the Moravsky family. And of course, Rob's cousin, Joe Moravsky, watching.
Eyes on stage 2, you got this.
You know, so much has been made about his physical appearance, the confidence that this man displays, even the way he attacks the course. I think I called him a villain from an 80s karate movie, but the reality is, this guy is the real deal. He is a serious athlete, and he's been dedicated. Since St. Louis, he's dropped 15 pounds, says he's in the best shape of his life, and he said for him, that's truly saying something.
Well, 15 pounds, what did he lose? He doesn't even have any body fat. This guy's got like 1% body fat. Look at him.
And sticks that dismount.
You know, at 6'3", 205 pounds now that he's lost a little bit of that weight, you can tell he looks like a football player. He's got that football linebacker mentality.
And the Cobra Kai is ready to attack the jumping spider.
No! Decent leap, but couldn't lock the legs out. Again, just gets them in, not at the same time, bounces around, and another victim of the jumping spider.
Take a look. He does get a little stutter step before the mini tramp, but he actually got a deep jump back into the chute. But even with his 6'3" frame, he couldn't hold himself up.
How you doing over here?
A little wet.
A little wet, okay. What happened there in the jumping spider?
I think I missed with one of my feet, you know, and I couldn't recover from it.
Have you done anything like that before?
A couple times. Not a lot, but a couple times. I should have had it. I had it.
I think all the ladies would like to see you back again next year as well, all right?
Thank you, Jenn.
All right, thanks. Matt, back up to you.
Up next is one of the most explosive athletes out here. He likes to go fast. It's the man they call the Natural, Elliott Hall. He's a ski lift operator out of Cavetown, Maryland, and a total free spirit. This is his third time competing at Mount Midoriyama, but this is the first time he's been healthy in a while. He was battling Lyme disease for the past few years. And once again, Elliott Hall starts his run with Send It, the snowboarding term. He did the same thing in St. Louis.
Yeah, that's right. Last year, he had the fastest time in stage 1. This course is really built for his skill set.
The man with the fastest time so far is Lauren Ball, who finished with 35 seconds left on the clock.
But the silk sliders caused problems all night. It's a 50-foot drop to a 6x6 landing pad. And you can see good timing there by Elliott Hall.
Looks like Elliott focusing on getting those shoes cleaned off to get purchased on the jumping spider. Doesn't appear to be rushing, and he nails it.
You can see he's using his arms and legs in unison. Textbook technique by Elliott Hall.
Third year in a row he's faced this obstacle. Third year in a row he's gotten through it. And Elliott Hall maintains a sprint right into the half-pipe attack. He's not letting up. Other ninjas taking notice of what Elliott Hall's doing here. No hesitation, it goes right up the warped wall. He is on pace for the fastest time of the night. And gets through the spinning bridge. He is way ahead of everyone else's pace to this point. We told you Elliott Hall likes to go fast, and he is owning stage 1. Amazing, 11 seconds better than Lauren Ball.
Well, that's the way you set the tempo here at Mount Midoriyama. To get to stage 2, 3, and 4, you have to be able to conquer and dominate stage 1. His whole run was impressive, but look at what he did on the silk slider. He hooks his back foot on the pad to bring his body to a quick stop like a jet landing on an aircraft carrier. That's just smart.
Yeah, I'm in better shape this year. I trained this year, trained hard.
Next up out of Fresno, California. Oh, doing backflips at the starting line. It's Thaddeus Robeck. He's a race car driver with a very diverse background.
My biological father is black, but my mother and the father that raised me are white. So sometimes I'm seen as a little bit exotic. That kind of goes hand in hand with the way that I like to pursue my hobbies too. When I climb with climbers, I'm the parkour guy. When I go out and run with the parkour guys, I'm the climber guy. And when I'm with the Ninja Warrior guys, I'm just that everything else guy. For me, A&W is a perfect marriage of these different aspects of my personality. I'm looking forward to this opportunity here in Vegas to just show what I can do and who that makes me.
And there you can see Robeck's girlfriend, Edna, ready to cheer Thaddeus on.
This is a guy who likes to go fast. He's won 2 championships in SCAA autocross, second-degree black belt in kendo. And as a rookie, here he is on stage 1. This guy is quite talented, Akbar.
You know, I like to see the rookies compete for one reason. That's because, A, they have a chip on their shoulder, and they don't have...
Oh! Thaddeus flies in too hot. The guy that loves speed flew right across the top of the landing pad.
Well, you can see he was coming in fast and then let go very early. Look how far away he is. Coming in that hot, it's almost impossible to stop your momentum.
That was an overshoot.
With Thaddeus Robeck going out, Venice is now 0 for 15 here in stage 1. Can the final Venice runner, Kevin Bull, break the curse? Coming up, Brian Arnold wants another shot at stage 3.
I'm here to get to the top of Mount Midoriyama.
But first, he's got to get past stage 1 tonight. Plus, she's got it! Her amazing runs have made her a national hero.
My life has definitely changed a lot.
Now comes the next chapter in the legend that is Casey Catanzaro, when American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to Las Vegas, where we're about halfway through the night. With only a handful of competitors left to run stage 1 Akbar, this course just keeps surprising us.
Yeah, we really don't know what to expect. We've seen some spectacular successes.
Whoa! And Chris Wilczewski is our second finisher of the night.
And some shocking failures.
And look at that! No way! McGrath goes out.
And that's especially true with the finalists who came out of Venice. We're talking familiar names like Kyle Cochran.
And Kyle Cochran touches the water.
And even the Godfather, David Campbell.
Unbelievable! David Campbell goes out.
So far, 15 finalists from Venice have tried. Oh! None have finished stage 1.
Oh! This course just so unpredictable.
Oh, watch yourself! Oh!
There's only one Venice finalist left. He's a 30-year-old stock investor from Scotts Valley, California, who's once again staring down a course that no Venice competitor has been able to conquer. It's Kevin Bull.
Prior to getting up on Cannonball Alley, I watched all these great competitors go before me, and every one of them was going in the water.
Oh!
So I knew that if I was going to make it, I had to do something completely different.
Oh, look at this! A new approach. Look at this!
Oh.
He's hanging upside down. I love it!
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about!
The crowd erupts.
Are you kidding me?
The reaction I've got from people so far has been very positive. I love seeing somebody flashing the bull sign at me as I'm jogging past. That's a really good feeling.
And there is Team Bull. As we told you before, Bull suffers from alopecia universalis, a condition where his immune system attacks his hair, causing it to fall out. It affects only 1 in 200,000 people in the U.S.
Well, Kevin Bull was the first to do it at Cannonball Alley, even though he was a walk-on. And don't mistake the term walk-on as a guy who's not talented. Kevin Bull, very talented.
Well, looking a little wobbly here. Oh, no, right into the water. Wow, Kevin Bull, the king of the walk-ons, unable to recapture that magic he produced on Cannonball Alley.
He was coming in high up on the silks, and watch where he lets go. He's a long way from the landing pad. With that kind of momentum, it's tough to stop on a 6x6 landing pad.
So shocking to see Kevin Bull and the entire Venice region eliminated here on just stage 1.
These things are tricky. I did my best, but I missed it slightly.
Next up, he's a 27-year-old stuntman out of Miami, Florida. It's J.J. Woods. Woods credits Flip Rodriguez with getting him into American Ninja Warrior and feels he's learned from both of their past mistakes.
I trained with Flip Rodriguez for many years now. He's family. I love him to death, and I always will. During qualifying, seeing Flip fall like that, it reminded me of what happened to me in 2012. So I learned the swift don't always win the race. The mighty, they don't always win the battle. Unforeseen occurrences can befall us all. I'm gonna take my time, go at my own pace, and I'm gonna make sure I can make that trip.
And there's Flip out to show his support. After the Miami finals, JJ took a trip to Machu Picchu in the mountains of Peru, where he started training at 14,000 feet. Got the attention of the natives who called him Chasqui, the term used for the ancient messengers who traveled light and swift.
Well, I just want to see JJ be light and swift past the silk slider.
So many competitors have been struggling here tonight.
You see what he's doing right there, Matt? He's testing his grip. JJ has no plans to go down on the silk slider.
And he sticks the landing.
Remember, JJ was the fastest finisher at the Miami finals, but he doesn't seem to be in a big hurry tonight.
Actually taking a lot of time here, wiping down the soles of his shoes. We saw with Cass Clausen, time is not a luxury. Woods needs to be attacking this course.
Well, he told us he was going to go at his own pace, but he's not leaving much room for error.
Oh, sticks the mount on the jumping spider, but took a lot of time to do so. Again, working the shoes. It's amazing. JJ really doesn't seem to be fazed by the clock. Even taking time to play to the crowd.
JJ, move it! Don't time it!
Well, you can see JJ's friends voicing their concerns. He's down to just 40 seconds. Got it on the half pipe. No, spoke too soon.
Oh, he's tripping. That is time he can't afford to waste.
And now he's got it. 3 obstacles left and only 26 seconds to complete them. Not much time.
Oh, okay, good. Now get going. Pick up the pace here.
Well, his pace is actually 3 seconds slower than Cass Clausen at this point. I don't know if it's even possible.
Oh, a little sloppy there, but he needs a big swing here to get high to make up some time.
The clock ticking down, the horn sounding. He's going to time out.
Dig deep, climb, don't stop, go, go!
And he's done it! Less than 0.3 seconds left. JJ Woods has conquered stage 1 by the slimmest of margins.
Nice, Jay. Good save, bro.
And that is about as close as you can get.
Look at how close he came to falling on the spinning bridge. If he had taken one more step to recover, he probably wouldn't have made it.
Right now, let's go down to Jenn Brown.
Thanks, guys. Down here with JJ giving us props to the audience. You want to talk about calling it close. Like less than 0.3 of a second.
Yeah, I know. It's funny going from the fastest to barely going by the skin of my teeth. But, you know, as part of my strategy, I was really trying to keep my pace. I saw so many people going out on obstacles that they shouldn't have fallen on. So I took my time and I approached everything slowly. But as soon as I heard that buzzer, I gunned it. I almost dove on the button, but I made it. I'm good.
You made it. You got to do what it takes to make it to the top. You did that. Can't wait to see you run stage 2, man. Good luck.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
Guys, back up to you.
Up next, the Cajun Cowboy, Todd Bourgeois, is impressive on the course, but he doesn't. But wait till you see what he does off it.
It's just fantastic, man. People were just so stoked out when we get done with it.
Plus, his last run inspired the nation. And the first continue. 52 years old. Now, even Jon Stewart's excited about his run tonight.
It's hard to sleep, it's hard to eat.
It's all coming up on American Ninja Warrior. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior. While we were away, Samantha Guthrie, a wild card invite from Gulfport, Mississippi, was smooth on the silk slider. But the 5'7" mother of 3 completely whiffed on the jumping spider.
That's very tricky.
But Ninja veteran Paul Casimir from Longmont, Colorado, proved why he's known as Mr. Consistency. The software engineer made it past stage 1 the past 3 seasons, and tonight was no different. For the 4th year in a row, moving on to stage 2. Well, up next on the course, 25-year-old Jared Salas from Albuquerque, New Mexico. He's a trampoline park manager who's ready for the ups and downs of this course.
Being a trampoline manager benefits me in a lot of different ways. I'm able to tone my skills there by just, doing a lot of different types of flips. I'm back at Mount Midoriyama. I'm not going to get out on stage 1 this time. First time was the warp wall, which got me out. But I've been training really hard on it. I've been wearing weight vests, I've been using weight bags and running up the warp wall. So I don't feel like I'm going to have any issues this time.
There you can see Jarrett's girlfriend, Tasha, cheering him on. Second year in a row competing here at Mount Midoriyama. Wearing the Dallas City Finals finishers patch. Actually was the second fastest in Dallas. This guy's got some moves, Akbar.
Yeah, he really does. All the years of working in the trampoline center have really helped keep Jarrett an agile athlete with a strong sense of balance. Those skills should help him here tonight.
Last year, couldn't get past the warp wall here on stage 1.
Did you see how solid slid his grip down those silks?
You see the ninjas learning from each other. Looks like the great technique on the silk slider. Slide down the silks, make that dismount easier, but now the jumping spider.
Oh, barely hangs on.
That was a high vault there. His trampoline experience paid off.
And not to mention his upper body strength. His left foot slipped there, but his jump worked to his advantage.
High and deep. It was a great mount. Gave him a chance to recover when he didn't get the leg stuck right away. Now the half pipe attack. And he's spinning, but again recovers and sticks the landing. But the warped wall, this took him out last year.
Ooh.
And again.
You got to dig deep here, Jarrett.
And he's got it. The training paying off. About a minute left. On good pace. Spinning bridge, though. One misstep and you're in the water.
Oh! Salas clinging on for dear life, but down he goes on the spinning bridge.
Had his hands on the platform, but couldn't recover, Akbar.
The trampoline park manager took a gamble leaping over the first ball, but look at how he immediately got tripped up on the second one. He put up one heck of a fight, but he just couldn't win the battle, and down he went.
Up next, a guy who's become a crowd favorite this season, the Cajun cowboy, Todd Bourgeois. He's a physical therapist who lives in Florida, but his roots are in Louisiana. And that's where he learned how to pay it forward.
Look at that Cajun strength right there. That's grip strength right there, buddy.
Do you know the philosophy, you can feed a man a fish and he's full for the day, or you can teach a man to fish and he's full for a lifetime? I always felt that that was what we should be doing, helping other people. Specifically in the form of my mother and father, they taught me how to be generous to people. We just grew up helping everyone in the community, and you know, I just kind of took that with me in every step of my life. I put a team together of physical therapists and occupational therapists, and we find places that are, you know, usually third world. Our mission is to treat and provide physical therapy and occupational therapy. It really brings people back to the reason why they became a therapist. And it's just fantastic, man. It's fantastic. People are just so thankful that we're there to help them, and you can't put a price on that. And just how humbling it is to serve. I can't express how awesome it is for everyone to get out there and experience that.
A great guy, and he looks like Matthew McConaughey. How can you not like Todd Bourgeois? Todd's parents and other family members came out from Louisiana to cheer him on. And Todd trains from 8 to 9 every night in his backyard and hopes the lights he put up better prepared him for the course here in Vegas.
Oh, hung up on the giant ring, but keeps his cool and makes it through.
Well, he's used to flying around like that. He was a pole vaulter in college at McNeese State.
Well, Bourgeois says he developed coordination and balance on his high school rodeo team.
Oh, hits the front of the pad, but just makes it over.
And now the jumping spider.
Oh, can't stick the landing.
Well, he took a little hop right there before the mini tramp. He hits it off center, and that throws him too far to the left. Your technique has got to be perfect on the jumping spider.
Woo! And give me a good bounce, man. Gotta get more bounce.
Coming up, only a select few will complete this course tonight. Will the oldest competitor be one of them?
I'm not done yet. I'm still going.
Plus, Are you kidding me? Her last run has been viewed online over 8 million times. Now, Casey Catanzaro's ready for another miracle run.
I love being that person that people are looking up to and being inspired by it.
When American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to stage 1 of Mount Midoriyama here in Las Vegas.
And there you see our true breakout star this year, the history maker herself, Casey Catanzaro, getting some last-minute pointers from boyfriend and Mount Midoriyama veteran Brent Stephenson. Casey's chance to make history one more time is just minutes away. On the course right now, it's the other half of the Wilczewski brothers, 22-year-old engineering student Brian Wilczewski out of Mount Laurel, New Jersey. His brother completed the course earlier tonight, and in order to match Chris, Brian will have to bounce back from his failure last season.
Last year, on stage 1, I fell on the first obstacle.
Oh no, what?
Going out on the first obstacle was incredibly embarrassing. You spend all this time training, and for me, it was like my dream to compete on Mount Midoriyama. This year, I'm hoping to prove that it's not just a fluke, that I'm here to stay, and that I can be as solid a competitor as Chris, if not better.
Also watching is their dad, along with some close friends. This year, the Timbers has been replaced by Piston Road.
And Brian has made it through.
Yeah, Brian told me that after last year's early exit, he worked a lot on foot coordination, and so far it's paying off.
This year, Brian finished with the 7th fastest time at the St. Louis City Finals, beating his brother Chris by 40 seconds. Brian may be the younger brother, but this year he has continued to step out of Chris's shadow. Good dismount there, a little sloppy, but I gotta say, I'm confident Wilczewski has the skills to get through stage 1. Question is, can he get through the jumping spider?
Well, right now, at this point, for a lot of the competitors, it's mental. You've seen a lot of failure,
wow.
But now
Those
you've got to be
feet are sliding, Akbar!
No, he's got it!
Fully
He's got
extended, a tremendous save. He needed every inch of that 5'11" frame.
Brian Wilczewski.
Oh, no! Unbelievable, and the same thing happened to Isaac Caldiero last year. The shoes just gave out.
Brian got ahead of himself. He thought his left foot was firmly planted, but it wasn't. As soon as he moved his hands, he lost all traction and couldn't recover.
So Brian Wilczewski will not be joining his brother in stage 2.
Up next, another veteran. It's Dan Galazinski, a gymnastics coach from Ivyland, Pennsylvania. And check out his shirt. It's got the names and handprints of his gymnastics students. They wanted him to know they've got his back. He's got his parents and brother here in the crowd tonight. The last 2 seasons, Galazinski's been knocked out at the jumping spider, and he desperately wants to get past it tonight. Galazinski really embodies the passion and dedication so many of these athletes have for American Ninja Warrior. Last year, after his failure here on the jumping spider, literally the second he landed from his flight home from Las Vegas, he started his submission video for this year.
Well, Dan's got a gymnast body, only 5'6" and 135 pounds.
Staying low. And a nice soft landing on the silk slider. Putting those gymnastic skills to good use.
Feels he's in the best shape of his life, but here it is, the obstacle that has taken him out each of the past 2 years.
3rd time's the charm, Dan.
Galazinski sticks the mount. That's got to be a great feeling, Akbar.
That's huge for Dan. He focused, he visualized it, and made it. And look at him. Looks back to say, not this time.
A little moment of celebration, now onto unfamiliar territory. He's never been on this part of the course, starting with the half-pipe attack. And look at that.
Stay calm. Don't panic.
And he's passed it.
Galazinski, just a tremendous athlete. His submission video, so impressive. The physical attributes this man has.
And up the warp wall.
Well, he's got 38 seconds here. Now you're going down to the spinning bridge. It's all about athleticism when you get down to the spinning bridge. Keep your high knees and keep your center of mass underneath you.
Right through it, but that clock is ticking, Akbar.
Yeah, get high on that rope, Dan. Get high on that rope. Tarzan into the climb there.
Well, this is going to be a great story. Dan Galazinski's competed 5 seasons, but he's never been able to get past the jumping spider. Galazinski's gonna do it. For the first time, he hits the buzzer. He's moving on to stage 2. Give some love to the students on his shirt. Tonight, they did have his back.
Oh, that feels so good.
Well, the jumping spider had crushed his dreams the past 2 years, but not tonight. He had perfect form, and when he was through, looked back and enjoyed the moment.
So with that run, we've now had 16 finishers here on stage 1, all of whom will be moving on to tackle stage 2. Dan Galazinski lands with the 13th fastest time with only a handful of athletes left to run. Coming up, he got closer than anyone else. Oh! Oh my goodness, literally feet away! Can this be the year Brian Arnold takes it all at Mount Midoriyama? Plus, she's trained for years for this moment. Casey Catanzaro's run is just moments away on American Ninja Warrior. Welcome back to the American Ninja Warrior Finals. While we were away, our youngest competitor, 21-year-old Kevon Sadler, tried to channel his inner Bruce Lee with his yellow jumpsuit and ultimately succeeded in becoming the water. And Ian Dory, the third member of the Denver Wolfpack to compete, successfully navigated the course to secure his spot in stage 2. A phenomenal run out of Ian Dory. Up next, another competitor who thrilled us this year. It's 52-year-old Jon Stewart, the oldest competitor ever to complete a city finals course. His run in Denver was so amazing, he was trending on Twitter. People are now stopping him in the street to talk about his inspirational run.
Jon Stewart right now is putting on a show.
Being an older competitor, 50 plus, it means so much to me. I think it means a lot to a lot of people. They're like, you can do it, you can do it.
There it is! He's done it!
They support me 100%. They've been on Facebook telling people about American Ninja Warrior. And
52 years old. Look at that determination on his face. Go for it, Jon! Yes! Yes!
I think we're all capable of incredible things, or things that we dream about, but we're just afraid to attempt. And that's kind of the way I think Ninja Warrior is in life in general.
And he is going to Las Vegas. Unbelievable!
I think I have a decent shot at getting all the way through. I'd sure like to climb Mount Midoriyama. That's my goal here.
Stewart has one of the biggest contingents here, including his wife and all 5 of his kids, including his youngest daughter, who's just 5 years old.
Well, most of these competitors are half Jon Stewart's age, and less than 20 of them have finished. So it would be something if he can complete this course.
Well, he sails past the giant ring. Jon Stewart built a lot of these obstacles in his backyard, but has never been on the silk slider. And looking a little unsure of himself. Oh! Loses it on the silk slider. The impressive run of Jon Stewart comes to a close.
Nothing to be ashamed of. The silk slider has been devastating tonight. He just didn't get a good grip on either side. First, his left hand starts sliding down, and then his right hand comes off completely, and it was all over.
For more on Jon's run, let's go down to Jenn Brown.
Thanks, Adam. Down here with Jon, who I hate when people are wet when I'm talking to them. It means they went down. So what happened there on the slider?
Well, I was coming down that slider, and I thought, well, I better let myself down a little bit. And I was pumping my hands, and one of them, I just couldn't re-grab it, and that was it. Next thing I know, I'm in the water.
Well, I know that you...
It's very heartbreaking.
We're heartbreaking. I know everybody here was so sad, but hey, you know what? I think you had the biggest crowd here tonight. 30 people.
Well,
I mean,
I got a lot of great fans and supporters and family, and it is great to be here. I can't wait to be back.
That's what we like to hear. We look forward to seeing you back next year for sure.
Thanks, Jen.
All right, guys, back to you.
Thanks, Jen. On the course right now, the man who has made it farther at Mount Midoriyama than any other American. He's a 36-year-old out of Brighton, Colorado. It's Brian Arnold. He truly believes that this is his year to conquer Mount Midoriyama, and he's not the only one.
If I had to choose someone other than myself that I think could get to the top of the mountain that's here in Vegas this year, it would be Brian Arnold.
Brian Arnold. Brian Arnold. Brian Arnold. Brian Arnold. Being here in Vegas, I'd say my money is on Brian Arnold.
There is extra pressure when everyone expects you to be able to complete the course. You're the top pick.
One for the history books, the American who's made it farther than any other here at Mount Midoriyama.
But this year, I do feel like it's my year to achieve total victory. Reason being, my training has never been better.
He obviously proved himself last season. He has that strength. He definitely is super focused, and I think he can get to the top.
His girlfriend Shonda and other family members are here, along with his training partners in the Denver Wolfpack. Well, Brian Arnold, just so impressive. 2 years ago, made it to stage 2, and last year came within a few feet of completing stage 3, and then did the same thing in Team USA versus Japan. This year, down 15 pounds, his training reached a new level. He's confident he can do it all, but Akbar, first he's got to get through stage 1.
The 1-2 combination of the silk slider and jumping spider have been devastating tonight. Arnold getting sideways. Hold on, hold on.
Oh, good save. Now the jumping spider. This obstacle has already claimed 31 of our finalists.
You got this, Brian. Come on, son.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to take a short run here.
Seems risky, but he's done it the last 2 years.
Yeah, there it is. He should feel very comfortable right now on the second half of the obstacle. Smells like success for Brian Arnold.
Well, he said he really stepped up his training even since Denver. Nice run on the half-pipe attack.
Look at that, just like he walked onto the landing platform there for the half-pipe attack.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of time left here coming up to the warp wall.
Well, he quit his job to train full-time for American Ninja Warrior. He wants that $500,000 prize. He's banking on it.
He's being very deliberate. Seems to be studying every obstacle.
Oh, did you see that?
He just jumped over the first ball. What?
Almost fell, but the huge risk paid off. But right now, he is looking right at home as he is walking through stage 1.
Brian Arnold is doing exactly what I expected him to do, to come out here and dominate.
Well, the climbing contingent out of Denver is going to be well represented.
Wait, hold the presses. What is he doing? Why isn't he pushing the buzzer?
Well, I'm not sure if Brian is thinking about this or not, but the longer he takes to push the buzzer, the sooner he'll run in stage 2. This might be a strategy, Akbar.
But that strategy could backfire with him not seeing competitors run the course before him.
Ian Dory, Isaac Caldiero, Noah Kaufman, and now Brian Arnold. All 4 members of the Denver Wolfpack are moving on.
Stage 2, here I come.
18 competitors have now completed stage 1, and with that run, Brian Arnold adds his name to that list, moving on to stage 2. And there's the last runner of the night. Up next, she has redefined the image of the female competitor. At a mere 5 feet tall and 100 pounds, she has become a giant among men. Casey Catanzaro is taking her place at the starting line. Her run when we return on American Ninja Warrior. This stage 1 course is tough enough. Oh! But next week, Mount Midoriyama gets even meaner as we move on to stage 2, where the remaining athletes will face 6 brutal obstacles. Then it's stage 3, a gauntlet of 8 upper body obstacles that no one has ever conquered. But if it happens this year, we'll move on to stage 4, a timed rope climb 7 stories high. If someone can finish them all, they'll be the first ever American Ninja Warrior. Well, it's time for the most anticipated run of the night. She's been a woman of first this year, the first woman up the warp wall, the first woman to finish a city finals course. She's the first lady of American Ninja Warrior, the incomparable Casey Catanzaro.
Since completing the qualifiers and the city finals in Dallas, my life has definitely changed a lot.
She may look tiny, but don't underestimate the strength of gymnast Casey Catanzaro.
Thank you for having me. I am super excited. I don't know if I would call it a celebrity status, but there definitely is this new realm of things that I'm being introduced to, and it's a lot of fun. I really love it.
For the show, we were watching you perform. Like, how does she do that?
People are definitely starting to recognize me, and they're, giving me lots of support, and it's really amazing. I love having people telling me I'm an inspiration and that I'm the reason they're doing things. It's been super fun, and I love being able to be that person that people are looking up to, and they're striving to do things and being inspired by. It's a dream.
I'm just like Casey Catanzaro.
But I'm really excited to prove myself here in Vegas. I want to be here to show people, whether they're kids or women or men, chase your dream and get motivated and go out and do what you want to do. Being a woman and only being 5 foot tall is definitely something people would look at as a disadvantage, but I love proving them wrong and going out there and making it happen.
And Casey's parents watching her for the first time. They didn't get to see her make history in Dallas. And of course, boyfriend and coach Brent Stephenson, I think half of Vegas here to cheer her on. Last year, she made it to Vegas as a wild card, but went out on the second obstacle. And that's what she'll face now, the giant ring.
Remember, she's only 5 feet, 100 pounds. She has to get a good jump off the mini tramp. There it is.
And she's done it.
Let me tell you something. If you think Casey's out here just for show, you better readjust your television set, because this girl is a serious competitor.
So amazing. At 100 pounds, she can get such a strong leap, but she's losing her grip on the silk slider. Great save out of Casey. And now the jumping spider. Only one woman has ever made it past this obstacle. That was Megan Martin. And with Casey's size, this is going to be a challenge.
Casey knows she can do this.
Oh! A jump, but her 5-foot frame betrays her. Fully extended, it looked like Von Damme doing the splits, can't lock it in. And the amazing run of Casey Catanzaro comes to an end at the jumping spider. But the crowd showing just how much they love her.
Well, she has great form and gets both feet planted on the wall, but look at her arms. They're too short to reach the sides, so she can't steady herself. She needed to jump a little farther back where the walls are closer together.
Well, her run may be over at Mount Midoriyama, but the impact she has had for women all around the country will still go on. Casey Catanzaro achieved so many firsts this year, and right now, she's standing by with Jenn Brown.
All right, Casey, gosh, we talked about it before, the jumping spider. It was what you were nervous about, but I don't know what else you could have done. You had full extension. What do you think? What did you need to do to try to beat that obstacle?
When I stepped up there, I was looking at it, I felt really great. I felt confident. I took a really big jump. I straddled as far as I could, and my hands just didn't reach, so I took a little tumble, but it's okay.
Now everybody's gathered around the ninjas. You made history not once but twice on our show this season. First woman up the warp wall, first woman to make it through our finals course. How does it feel to be a part, to make history?
It has been such a dream. All of this has been so amazing. I wanted to do obviously better than I did here, but I couldn't have asked for anything more this season, so.
Well, I think I can speak for everybody, all the ninjas and everybody at home, that we love watching you run, and we cannot wait to see you back next year.
I'll definitely be there.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Guys, back at 2.
So stage 1 is done, and only 18 athletes are moving on. At the top with by far the fastest time is Ellett Hall. The weatherman Joe Murawski in the 4th spot. Other finishers include Abel Gonzalez, the only walk-on still left in the competition. And Travis Rosen, he's the first 40-year-old ever to move on to stage 2. Among the many strong rock climbers to advance are Isaac Caldiero and Brian Arnold, the man who's gone farther than any other American. Next week, these 18 talented athletes take on an even tougher course, stage 2. If anyone can survive, they'll move on to stage 3. And then maybe, for the first time ever, we'll see someone tackle stage 4 of Mount Midoriyama. For Akbar, Gbaja-Biamila, and Jenn Brown, I'm Matt Iseman, and we'll see you back here next week as we move on to stage 2 on American Ninja Warrior.
Next Monday,
this is it.
They've given their all to get to this moment.
I literally put everything I have into this.
It's become a way of life.
I'm here to get to the top of Mount Midoriyama.
It's time to make history.
Before the night is through, someone could be the very first American Ninja Warrior.
NBC's American Ninja Warrior, all new next Monday, 9/8 Central. And watch Encores Tuesdays on Esquire and Sundays on NBC. On The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Clint Eastwood drops by. NBC Tonight.